for me, like, yeah, I'm trying to help them with their move, but I'm trying to find out selling techniques to use on them later potentially. So I'll start off, okay, why are you moving? Then I'll get their addresses and then I'll check their dates. Because I want to know, is this person like, do they have to be out? Are they just shopping right now? Like how much time do I want to invest with this client? Like, I'm not saying just, don't take that wrong. I'm not saying like just let someone go if they don't seem like they're serious, but you only have so many hours in a day. You want to spend your time where you think it's going to make the company the most money and yourself the most money. So in those first three questions, I get a lot of the answers that I need to know, hey, this person has to be out by the 22nd of December. They're moving to see the grandkids. They already sold their house. I'll ask them that question a lot in the beginning as well. Okay, did you guys sell a house? Are you renting? What do you got going on? So I know, all right, this person, they have to move. They sold this house. They already bought the other house. They're moving on the 22nd. Like, this should be a deal. I want to invest my time and energy with this person. So once I get that information, which again is addresses, why they're moving, and the dates that they're moving, then I'll proceed from there to go into the inventory. And I'll do a whole pitch for you. Like, I'm just going to explain how my mind goes through a pitch, and then I can do one for you as well. So those are the first three steps, and then I'll go into an inventory. I'll say, okay, if you can, I highly recommend having them send pictures or FaceTimes are the absolute best way to do it. They want someone they can see, they can trust. You're not just a voice over the phone anymore. And the pictures, at least they know you could see what they had. A lot of times when I get the addresses, I'll tell them right there, oh, I found the house on Zillow. Is this your stuff? And I'll tell them a couple items I see, and then I tell them, okay, well, what we can do is just I can kind of use these pictures, and you guys we can kind of walk through together, so I actually see what you have. So those are the best ways to do the inventory. You can't always get that done. If you can push those ways, if not, just do it over the phone. Just be thorough, right? Like, because these people, a lot of times they're going to skip and miss a lot of things, not even on purpose. Um, and I can send you over like a frequently forgot about items. Just people always forget, like rugs, pictures, stuff like that. They always forget. So yeah, I'm in the inventory. This is where I'm really getting them to like me. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm not talking. I'm asking, hey, what do you have next? Sure. But I'm just listening for any way to relate to this person. So let's say this person's Michelle. Let's say Michelle says, oh, I have a dresser that I got. It's an antique from my grandmother. Well, I'm going to want to stop right there, and I'm going to tell Michelle, okay, Michelle, what I'm going to do is just put some notes into the system for you, to make sure we can properly protect that for you, because I'm sure it's important to you. Like, if someone took the time to tell you that it's an antique from their grandmother or their aunt or whatever, they care about that item. So you don't want to just breeze over that, right? So I'll relate with them the whole inventory. I don't know now, Megan or Gabby, are you guys getting to a certain point in sending them? Or are you trying to close them? Like, is it fronting or closing, or what are we doing
Uh,
exactly?
well, we would like to start by fronting
Okay.
because we're we're very new at it.
Right.
Maybe we get to the point we can close. That
Sure.
would be awesome. But of course, our main priority will be always customer service.
For sure.
So that's why one of our big concerns is if we close a deal and then something happens during the revision, then the same people will go to us.
Right. 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 Right.
So they will say, why didn't you add this? Why didn't you say this? You know?
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to do that for sure. Okay. Yeah. So fronting, even that much easier, right? Like, I basically, and I can go through more and describe whatever you would like. The easiest part, of fronting is exactly like I told you. Like you're the first person this customer comes in contact with when they're talking to our company, right? That's where they're going to decide. Usually a customer decides very, very quickly of being on the phone with you if they even want to talk to you and if they want to take you serious. So it's very important as the fronter to make sure that you capture that customer's interest and show that you're also interested in them, right? Like you don't want someone, you ever try to like talk to someone and you can tell like they're not listening or they don't care? It's very annoying and you're not going to want to continue to talk to that person. So you want to engage with them in everything that they're saying and just your full focus on that person. And then it's quite as simple as I just kind of try to make it sound. You're gonna figure out why they're moving, make them relate to them, you know, in some way. They'll give you some bit of information where you can relate to them. So we figure out why they're moving. We figure out, okay, like let's say the customer's, oh, I'm moving for a new job. Okay, are you happy about that? You know, how do you feel? You know, find out about their life. Find out why this person is moving instead of just being an or trying to take an order from someone. They're way less likely to purchase their this is a big event in their life, right? So they're way less likely to purchase the move from you if they don't like you and they can't relate to you and they can't trust you. Um, so yeah, you have to build that trust very quickly over the phone is hard. That's why I say FaceTime and stuff like that is a lot easier. But that's it. You're the front line, build their trust, figure out why they're moving, find out where you want to spend your time. Again, I'm not saying throw leads to the trash, right? Like, but I also don't want you to waste your time. And I know you don't want to either. That's why I say figure out why they're moving, figure out if they have dates. Like if someone tells me, this is just me, and maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, I don't know. But if someone tells me, hey, I'm not sure if I'm moving, it might happen in 7 months from now. I don't have the secure dates or anything like that. Me personally, I don't want to spend a lot of time with them. I'm not saying, hey, hang up on them. And I'm not saying you can't sell that person, but I don't want you to waste your time trying to hopefully sell someone that's moving in a year when you could be talking to someone else that's moving in a month and is a little more serious. Like, if you get what I mean, I'm not saying put it in the trash, but just put your time where you need to put your time. Um, Give me some. I can do a whole pitch if you'd like. Give me anything else you could think of, Gabby. Anyone, just
Um,
kind of what you experienced.
so I think it will be easier for us to have like a script. And for me, having a script, it's really easy because I just put the tone on it and I know what to say.
Right.
If you can, try on real time right now and say something. If you can call someone, that will be awesome.
The best way. Okay. Um, let's see. See, it would be tough for me, right? Because I don't use like a desk phone. I usually use my cell phone because I'm all over the place. Um, so give me 1 second. I can try to do it.
Okay.
Be right back. 1 sec. All right, sorry. Yeah, I'm getting my other phone set up in here so I can do that for you.
Okay.
But yeah, basically, I mean, what we can do, like, until that's the case, we can role play, right? Like, Gabby, if you want to be the customer, I can be the salesperson.
Oh,
We can
yeah. Love
kind of
that.
role play through something. You could throw whatever weird things at me or whatever you got.
Okay. Yes. Let's do
Okay,
it.
perfect. So, I'll just act like an inbound. Moving this, Peter. How can I help you?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Abby. I come across your webpage and I want to know how it costs to move me from Arizona to Nebraska.
Absolutely, absolutely, Gabby. Now, what's taking you out to Nebraska?
Um, I just got a divorce and I want to start fresh.
Oh my goodness. Me too. Me too. So I'm in the exact same book as you. I completely understand, and let's get you out there. We'll check everything. We'll try to get you the absolute best price point. Let's get you out there and get you started fresh, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No worries, no worries. Now, in Nebraska, you moving out there is like, is it family? Is it work? Like, obviously I know the divorce, but is it just, do you have family there?
No, just alone, but I don't have money because I lost everything at the divorce, so I don't have that much money.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're the woman, so you should have got everything. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But um no, but I'm so sorry to hear that. So we know we definitely want to try to, like if I could give you a recommendation, is try to take like the least amount of belongings possible just because the more you take, the more expensive it is going to be. And I know you said, you're a little tight going through that financial hardship with your divorce. So, like, I'll work with you and kind of help you show you where we can save money on this, okay?
I can't spend more than 5K on this.
Yeah, yeah, we'll put everything, right? We'll put the inventory of everything you have. If we see that it is going to be above your budget, then I can give you recommendations of what items I would take off of the inventory if you're willing and able to do that, just to try to drive the price down. Maybe you can sell those items there in Arizona and use those funds to purchase new on the other side for certain specific items if you're not too attached to them.
Well, I want to take everything, but I I don't want to sell anything. I have the things I have are from my grandmother. She passed away and left them to me, so I don't want to sell them.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So right there, I'm going into her grandmother, right? I'm going to start talking about her. But okay, so what we would do, like after I talked about her grandmother, what we would do, sorry, someone's trying to call me. What we would do is just put everything into the system. Let's see, maybe you don't have to get rid of anything. I was just simply putting that idea out there just to see if it was an option for us. But let's put everything into the system, see where the price point comes out at, and I'll try to do everything I can to help you stay within your budget, okay?
And I want a truck for myself, and I want everything to be like protected, wrapped. I don't want anything damaged. And if it's possible, I want to be picked up tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow, what I would do is I'd have to put you on a hold just to verify that we can do so. That's my main concern, that you have to be picked up very quick. Now, side note, like I'm talking to you guys, I'm not doing this call right this second. Obviously, we know we can 9 times out of 10 get them picked up the next day, but they're giving you like a piece of gold right there, like something very good. We know that this person has to be out quite quickly, and we want to use that to our advantage, right? Like I put them on hold, say, look, I'll tell you as the customer, Gabby, I'm not sure that we can get you tomorrow. I have to check. Just because I want to put that sense of urgency on the customer, like make them feel like, okay, like I have to get something done on this phone call. So back to the call. All right. Yeah. So we'll check on being able to get you picked up tomorrow. It's going to be very difficult. You're moving very, very quickly, but I'm going to search right now to see if we can make it happen for you. I would recommend if we can get you near your price point and we can get you picked up tomorrow, that I would highly recommend you set this move up, just because, as you know, you're kind of out of time here. Now, as far as a dedicated truck, typically to have a dedicated truck, it is more expensive. And if we're trying to save funds here, then I would highly recommend you go on to a shared load. Now, they're going to put a partition in between you and the other family, but I don't want to steer you wrong and say, hey, yeah, it's definitely a dedicated truck when you're going 2,000 miles, and you might not fill up a dedicated truck. Now, you may fill a dedicated truck, and if you did, I'll tell you what that would cost, but we have to do the inventory to see.
Okay, then I can share the truck, but do you know how many days it will take? Because it gives me a lot of anxiety to be away from my stuff, after a divorce. This is all I have. And
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So, yeah, absolutely. So, when you're dealing, let's say you're going 2,000 miles, right? We're going Arizona to Nebraska. Then typically the absolute fastest it could go is 500 miles a day. Now, if you're doing a shared truck, it all depends. Are you the first person loaded? Are we waiting for another family to be ready to be loaded onto that truck? And then we're going to drive across? It all depends what position you're loaded on that truck. Now, all I can tell you concrete, definitely right now, the fastest that it could go is 8 hours of drive time or 500 miles a day. I would plan on somewhere from 7 to 10 day range. Now, I would have to get you more of a concrete time frame once we can see what position you're going to be loaded onto that truck, since we would be doing a shared load.
oh my God, you're really good. So I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, whatever you got, throw them at me.
Um, so the truck that will come, it has your name on it, right? Pinnacle Moving Group.
No, no, absolutely not. We are a broker. So let me explain how this works in moving. I do this every day for like 15 years. I'm sure you don't move too often. So the way it works is, in the moving, there's brokers and there's carriers. A lot of carriers are actually brokers as well. And I'll explain what I mean. For example, like Mayflower, that's the biggest moving company in the United States. You'll see their trucks going down the interstate, or next time you're driving, try to look, and you'll see in the bottom right corner of that truck, it's going to say another company's name. That could be JJ White, it could be any random name. That's actually the company who is performing that move. So Mayflower brokered their truck out to that company. So essentially, in the moving industry, everyone's in some way, shape, or form works together, kind of like um, Amazon. When you have Amazon show up your house, the person might be in their personal car or truck. They're not in an Amazon truck, but they still work, with Amazon.
Well, I think I don't feel good about it being like a third party because, I what if they broke my items or missed my stuff? I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, and
And
Gabby,
now,
that's go
and
ahead.
also knowing that it's a shared truck, like I'm getting nervous, I'm not sure if I want to do this with a broker.
Sure, sure. So, and that's what we're here for, Gabby, is we're gonna advocate for you throughout this whole process. So, we're gonna be here to make sure throughout your entire move, you can call me directly. We'll give you updates. I'll reach out to our customer service, see exactly where the truck is, when they're gonna be there. That's why we're here, right? We're here for you to make sure that this is an absolutely smooth transition for you. I understand moving, like, it's stressful enough, and you have to move in one day. So I understand where you're very stressed right now going through what you're going through, but I promise you we're here to take care of you, help you, and make sure that this goes absolutely perfect for you. Get you out to your family. I mean, get you out to your where were you moving to, Nebraska? and make sure that everything is out there safe and sound, and you'll have my direct number. You can reach out to me throughout the whole process. Now I'm just going to try to push her. Like, side note, if you started doing that to me, I would start pushing you into, I would redirect your mind, right? Like, I'm going to say, okay, now Gabby, what did you say about the items that your grandmother gave you? Like, I'm going to take you off that topic, right? I'm going to explain everything I just explained. Then I'm taking you off that topic and pushing you back into the inventory. Like, I'm trying to take control of you.
So, okay, let's go over it. By this point, we answer like big concerns of clients, and then we ask for addresses, and then dates, and then. But how do we know exactly how much space an item has? It's very confusing. I have tried to fill out an inventory before, but yeah.
Yeah, as far as the how do we know the inventory?
Not exactly, but you know how big things are to then avoid.
Issues.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, what you're gonna do is, and I would recommend you do this just so you guys can be sure that you're sure, is use ChatGPT, right? Or Google, like, has very, you can find, and I can even send you a link, like when I send you the fronting script, just so you can be sure to and double check. Google ChatGPT like can give you a lot of information about cubic footage. So I would always, like, if you're not unsure, like let's say I'm going through an inventory, right? And they have I don't know, a bronze, like some statue out front that we don't have in our inventory list. Then I'm gonna try to use ChatGPT, whatever I can, have them send me a picture, and then you're kind of going off of dimensions at that point. Um, so it's length times width times height, right? So like say someone had a storage unit. An easy way to, you know how to figure out how much space is in a storage unit or no?
Um, Ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. How do you call it? So it's length times width times height. So let's say it's a 10 by 10. You're just gonna do to find out the cubic footage, you're gonna do 10, and they're usually 8 feet tall. Like we say that to be safe, like some 7. So you just do, it's a 10 by 10, so 10 times 10 times 8. So we know maximum that 10 by 10 storage can hold 800 cubic feet. So if you can get the dimensions from the client, you could do the math. It's a lot easier to just kind of ask ChatGPT if you ask me. Um, but it's, if you're unsure of something, you could either do the math, you could ask me, you could ask ChatGPT. If there's a specialty item or you just want to triple check everything.
Okay. So back to the call.
Yep.
Um, okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I have.
Yeah, let's get into the. So I would take control. Like, right, I got her off of the broker thing. She's nervous. I try to calm her down a little bit because she's going through a lot. Mentally, like it's a big ordeal in her life to get divorced. She's moving across the country. I calmed her down a little bit and make her feel a little more relaxed. So I pushed her back into the inventory. So I said, okay, about the items that were from your grandmother, can you please describe those to me, or can you send pictures even, just so I can make sure that they're handled properly?
Okay, so I have like a vanity. It's like a
Okay.
table vanity. I have a side table, a coffee table.
Okay.
I have dining 6 dining chairs, um, one dining table. I will take at least 50 wardrobe boxes because I have a lot of clothes.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Okay.
Hold on, please.
Sure.
I'm so sorry. Um,
It's okay.
so did you put the boxes? Like I have
Yeah, yeah,
wardrobe
50
box.
I put 50 wardrobe boxes. Let me ask you this, on those items you just listed, listed to me because we went a little fast, and if we could go a little bit slower, I just want to get this perfect for you.
Oh,
Was there any glass on any of the coffee tables, the on the dining table, anything like that?
not glass, but they're really antique pieces and really luxurious for my mother. So, as I said at the beginning, I really need to all this be packed and taken care of.
Sure. Now, Gabby, do you mind sending me pictures? I'm gonna text you right now, just so you can just literally send them right back to me. If you're not home, you can do it, as quick as you can. But can you send me a picture of those so I can just notate everything for the crew and make sure I have the proper materials?
I'm not at the house at the moment, so I cannot send pictures, but can I send them later?
Yeah, yeah. I'll check with you. About what time do you think you'll be home roughly?
Well, since I'm going through my divorce, I don't want to get home until like 10 p.m. so I don't meet up with my ex-husband because he still lives there.
Absolutely.
And I want to take as much as I can. I'll try to take pictures of everything. What if I can call you tomorrow so I'm not like he's not listening?
Sure, this is the thing, right? You want to be picked up tomorrow. So what we can do, I'll I'll put the items in. We know that we're dealing with antiques. I'm gonna put the proper materials in there to make sure that they're protected. When you get home, send the pictures. But we don't want to wait till tomorrow for a move that you're trying to move tomorrow. It's something we want to get knocked out now. So I definitely need and want the pictures, but you can send them when you're home. That way we have them on file, and we know 100% sure that we have the proper materials.
Oh, okay. I have a question about that. So
Sure.
I think us as customer service are not allowed to text other customers. So we will have to see if you guys are authorizing us to do that in case we can get pictures. And let me see. Yeah,
Like
that
you don't have the capability to text, or you're not doing it.
we never do that because we're not allowed. Uh we were told we cannot text anyone.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to sell them, 100%. If you have the capability, right, like the phone's set up to do so, and you're trying to get information, like to try to front them and sell them, absolutely, because it's a big selling tool to be able to receive those pictures. Or I prefer FaceTimes personally, but you have to be able to receive those pictures because it's a huge trust factor opposed to just doing it over the phone without pictures, without video, without going on Zillow and seeing their house. It makes it a lot harder.
Okay. So I wonder if we need any other extension because I think ours when we text says I'm not sure if it says customer service to people or something like that. If we can
Gotcha.
revise that, we have 2 minutes. Um, I don't know. Can we do a second part? Other
Can
day?
we can we do what now?
Other meeting? Other day?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm always here, there, everywhere, but I'm free. Like, and I would love to help with whatever I can. Like, as far as I'm gonna just record, I'll get a recording of a call so you can hear how I like to do it, and then I will also send you like a fronting script because you're not going through the whole pitch. You're doing really the most important parts, making them like us and getting them to trust the company. So I can put something together for just fronting, and I can send that over to you and Megan and everyone.
And I'm not sure if someone else has a question, but when you make the script, can you also say how many years can we say that we are in business? Because people sometimes ask about it.
Yeah.
And, and yeah, the records will be very important. We um we will be starting tomorrow, I think. And if we have any questions.
Perfect. So yeah, what I'll put like, so what a lot of companies do here, I don't know there, I'm sure everywhere they do this, but they'll put the combined. So like instead of saying, hey, we've been in business for 10 years, they'll kind of say, hey, we have a combined 25 years in the industry. Right.
Oh,
So we're saying like between, me and Charlie or whatever, we have more than that, but that's how people typically would go about those situations, and I'll put that in there for you.
and how many times do we have to try calling if they don't pick up?
It's if for me, it's all timing, right? Like if you called, I usually will call someone. It depends, right? If have we had that lead for 6 months? Have we had it for one day?